Hey there, I'm so excited to share with you the backstory on what does it look like to have success in direct sales and network marketing, but more importantly, how? How does it come about? I work with clients every day and ultimately this is one of their biggest questions. What am I not doing that I need to do to bring about success in this industry? So, I'm going to be breaking down some really key things for you as I reveal to you my story and the journey that I was on to help really illuminate for you through my story how this can really impact you and your business, which is what I long for you to have success in your business because I believe that's God's plan for you. Clearly, God wants to work your business with you. Scripture is full of the truth that He wants to partner with you, grow. He wants you to grow in your dependence on Him so that He can set you up for the fullness of the life that He created for you to have. So let's take a look at this because your business really is just a vehicle for you living the incredible life that God has called you to live. So, direct sales and network marketing. I actually grew up in a direct sales family, and at one point in my career, I have 4 sisters, my mother, sister-in-law, niece, all were building direct sales businesses. I had many friends in the industry, that I had met prior to the industry, and we were building together. And I just share that with you because, really the industry is in my blood. I love it. I'm passionate about it. I'm passionate about women serving other women, helping them to find the hope, the courage, the inspiration. And when you watch another woman succeeding and she reaches her hand down to you and says, "Come on, I want this for you too." Wow, something magical happens as other women lift other women up. And I believe that's the heart of what we do in this industry. So, I'm going to share with you early on, I had 3 little boys, really little. The baby actually turned 22 today, but he was 1 when I started, and the oldest was 3.5. So, yeah, they were really little. And I wanted my life, the values that I had about wanting to be an at-home mother, but I wanted to live within those values, but I also wanted to have a business, to have something that was for me, that kept me alive, that I believe would make me well what I mean by alive, that part of me that wasn't a mother and wife I wanted that person to still grow in personal development and thrive in life. And I believe that I could still be that mother that I wanted to be and have that business. And so I set out to do that and really almost found success by mistake. And what I mean by that, and I want you to hear the nuggets in this, okay? Because what I found was if I had a goal in front of me that was based on my values, I was really likely going to pursue it. So, I had some decorating things that I wanted to do in our home. I was a homemaker. I loved the idea of having our home be special and, warm. And so I wanted to decorate. Well, my husband and I didn't always agree on what to spend money on. And so when I found direct sales and I thought, oh, I can do some decorating in this family room, I was really motivated. I was like, okay, this month I can buy the fabric for the curtains. The next month I'll buy the rods. The next month I'll pay for the labor to get this all done. And that was really motivating to me. Why? Because it was my values. It was the things that were important to me. And I knew they were going to bless my family. It wasn't just about me, but it was going to bless my family. It was going to increase the value of our home, for example. So I was really motivated by those things that were in keeping with my values. So that's the first point I really want you to hear. If you have those goals in front of you that are aligned with your values, look out. You will pursue and you will keep focused on them. So, um, as I started to have some success, I would chase the next carrot and the next little goal. And before long, I was earning incentive trips. Well, now this was suddenly exciting because now my husband got to go on these trips with me, and I got to be around other women who were successful in the industry and in our company. And that was really motivating to me. I was watching how they were interacting with other women, encouraging each other women, reaching that hand down and saying, "Come on, you can do this too." That became a turning point for me when my business changed. This is the second point I want you to hear. My business changed from what Gail wanted and the goals Gail had to, wow, I could show other women how to find their goals and how to achieve their goals in their, so it became about wanting to serve others. And that was a real turning point for me as a leader, but I didn't even understand it yet. I was sort of like unconsciously conscious, right? Just working the business, and but these things were starting to connect. So I really started growing a team and helping other women to achieve their goals as I had done. So they were drawn to the success I had, being able to align my values with the things that were important to me and achieve success. And I could show them how to do that in their life. And then they wanted to earn the incentive trips. And I said, come on. So then we became this team and this culture that said, if we're going to Hawaii, we're all going. If we're going to Aruba, we're all going. All right. And so it really was this beautiful culture that we had created, and we created it together. So I literally went from, I just want a little money to pay for these drapes in my family room, to, wow, we have $1 million organization, and we have leaders begetting leaders. And this is so incredibly exciting and mind blowing. But I started to hit a level. And this is where a lot of my clients come to me. They have some success in the industry, and either they feel that they hit a level that they just seem to not be able to get past, or that success came and then seemed to kind of like sand through their fingers, started to fall away. So maybe they had some top leaders and the leaders left, or maybe um, maybe COVID or something major life event happened, right? And the business seemed to kind of fall apart, and they're trying to figure out, how do I get back to that place? Well, here's the third key nugget. The industry, like anything in life, there are going to be seasons that ebb and flow, and it's your perseverance and it's your willingness to find that new goal, that new exciting thing to set your sights on, that new thing that's going to get you motivated. That really becomes a key cornerstone to your success. So when I hit a level in my business, and I just thought, what's next? I don't feel like I need more equipping to be able to help my leaders get to that next level. I need more equipping to get to that next level. What is that going to look like? And for the first time in my career, after years now, this is going, a couple decades in, I sought a coach. I heard about a coach who was working with women and really helping them to get to that next level. And I invested in a way that I'd never invested before. And I'm going to tell you, this was like car payment, mortgage payment type of money. Okay. It started off car payment, it went to mortgage payment type of money that I was investing in my business. But at that point, I truly believed so much in my team. And I knew that if I could get up level my equipping, I would be able to serve at a higher level the women that God was calling me to serve. And so I invested in this coaching, and it really did take me to that next level. And I'm going to give you an example. My average sales was typically about 6,000 a month. And that was the routine I was in. I would do X amount of parties. It was usually about 6 a month that I had scheduled. I would do 1 a week, and then typically 1 on a weekend, 2 times every other weekend, which made 6 parties, if that made any sense. So an average party was about $1,000. Sometimes they were a little less, sometimes they were quite a bit more, but 6,000 in retail sales a month was pretty much the norm. Well, the company came out with an incentive trip, and the incentive trip was to Paris. But guess what we had to do? 9,000 a month. 9,000 a month. This was a massive increase in energy, in up leveling, and I honestly, I wanted it. Because I wanted to be with those women. I wanted to achieve that goal. I wanted to like not be left behind. I wanted to be a part of this company incredible trip. And I wanted to show my team as well that you can achieve greater things. But honestly, the mindset, I was like, I don't think I can do this. So I hired my second coach, and this was an accountability coach. She was a more of a mindset coach. It wasn't as much about my business anymore as it was about my mindsets and my beliefs. So this is my second entrance into coaching, and I'm sharing these things with you because these were the things that were absolute game changers for me in my success. Now, did I know it at the time? No. But looking back now, do I see those key pivotal things that changed everything for me? And that second coach was really one of them. Here's another one. I got the opportunity to my company asked me to speak at the national conference and to speak on a couple different specific things. Well, at first I was like, what am I going to share? And so I really had to take a look at what are the things that I am doing. So here's a big nugget. I think we're on like nugget number 4 or 5. But I've been sprinkling mini nuggets in between. But what are the things that I'm currently doing that are actually the tasks, the actual things that are bringing about the success? Because if you don't know, this is what I had to discover to truly be able to help other women to really grow in that multiplying kind of way that the industry is, really provides for women to really multiply their income. That is based on your ability to be able to communicate what am I actually doing to bring success about so that it can be duplicatable. And so I really, that opportunity to speak at the national conference gave me this window into the opportunity to really pull back and say, okay, Gail, what is it exactly that you're doing so that you can provide what I wanted to provide at that training at national conference was a recipe. I wanted to be able to give those women who are coming to that training a recipe for success that they could follow. And if they followed it, just like we follow any recipe, they would be able to achieve success. And so that was a really exciting moment when I was able to deliver that. And then the company asked me to come back and share again the following year on a different topic. I share these things with you because these were key pivotal moments in my journey. When I knew that the success wasn't just about me anymore, it was about others. When I truly wanted to multiply, when I became willing to invest in equipping myself at a higher level, and then when I became willing to invest again, those things were key and pivotal. Now, as we are bringing this all together, what happened in my journey is I left direct sales. I ended up going into a network marketing company because I had an incredible testimonial with a product, and I couldn't wait to share it. Well, um, one of the things that I'm so passionate now is because of the pain I experienced in that journey with that company. I was with that company for almost about 4 years, and I was. I want you to hear this because I see so many women doing what I did, and I want you to please learn from my mistakes. And that is, I was I was wanting to help everyone, and the product that I had truly could impact very very young children. It could impact school age children in a really positive way. Teenagers, postpartum, young mothers, hormonal, all the way through the life stages, older people with joint pain and gut issues. But the problem was when you're trying to serve everyone, you're actually speaking to no one because it starts to sound like noise and it starts to sound like a snake oil salesman. And it doesn't mean that there wasn't truth, that product, you guys have products. Some of you have products that can absolutely help the entire lifespan of a human. But the problem is, if you're not going to speak specifically to someone, then when they hear you, they say, "Oh my gosh, she's talking to me. I need to learn more about this." If we're not willing to speak specifically to someone, then what happens is we're speaking to no one. So I learned painfully the importance of having a niche and or an avatar. An avatar is the person, the symbolic person that represents your niche. And this is life changing. And as believers, it's life changing because God calls us into relationship. He calls us into relationship with him. Jesus died to bring us into intimate relationship with him. And then he wants us to model that. And so in business, we need to be entering into relationship with people. And if you're trying to serve everyone, then it's like actually a vulnerability issue, a fear issue that we actually don't want to step into relationship. Relationships can be messy. Relationships can be hard. We can experience rejection in relationships. If I can keep everybody at an arm's length, I won't get hurt. I won't be embarrassed. I won't be rejected. I won't be let down. but that is not what God is asking of us. He's asking us to step into relationship. And what I'm here to tell you is that is when your business is going to be blessed, is when you're willing to overcome yourself, have the courage, step into the relationships, messy and all, and watch God show up in your mess in your business because you're honoring him when you're willing to step into relationship. You're saying, I will love first, I will serve first, I will care about others, I will be that servant leader. Now, I have something for you. And you need to download. It's right here in the notes below, and it is an e-booklet, and it is a direct from the Lord. And I need to give you the backstory on it, but I want you to download it. It is going to bless you if you are a believer and you've not seen how the industry of direct sales and network marketing are built on biblical principles. I'm telling you, this is going to help you walk so much taller. This is going to help you have so much more courage and confidence that what you're doing is not some little side hustle. It's not some little thing that God doesn't care about. He cares intimately about what you're doing in this industry, in your business, and He wants to do it with you. He wants to help you shine brighter. He wants your success to be a beacon to others that they too can have hope and they too can step into courage and they too can bless their families and bless others and be generous, cheerful givers. So the booklet is called Rise. And it's called Rise because this was my heart's cry. I said, "Okay, Lord, you want me to retire from the industry? You want me to coach your daughters? Well, okay, Lord." I was a little kind of mad, hands on my hips, talking to the Lord. I'm like, you know what? I'm looking around at all these women in the industry, women who love you, women who are believers. They love their companies, they love you, they love their products, and you know what? They're struggling. They're not making money. They're working hard and they're not making the kind of income that they know that they're capable of, and they're feeling so frustrated every day. Why? Why are you calling all of these women into this industry if this is what's going on? And this is what the Lord showed me. The Lord showed me how the enemy is trying to tell you that this is a little side hustle, that it's not important to God, that you just need to work harder, you just need to hustle and grind, and that this really has nothing to do with your faith. And all of that is a complete lie. The industry is founded on biblical principles, and God guided you here. He's the one who brought you to your business. Why? Because here you get to become the servant leader that he's calling you to be. Here you get to experience the freedom of time and income that Jesus died to give us. Women are drawn to this industry for freedom. They're drawn to this industry to be that servant leader. They're drawn to this industry to personally development, which is biblical. God says, keep learning, keep growing, keep being transformed, keep overcoming. That's what personal development is all about. This industry is built on community. When we get to come together as women and love on each other, inspire each other, encourage each other, see the best in each other. And that's what happens in a healthy, awesome community in this industry, in your team. What you can be for each other. There are so many women who are crying for hope, crying for friendship, fellowship, inspiration, courage. And you can be all of that. You can be that light and shine. And yes, prosperity. This industry is founded on prosperity, wanting people to grow in income that blesses their family and pours out and blesses others. The industry was really never founded on the concept that there would just be a little extra money for you to pay your bills. No, all of your compensation plans and all of your companies are built around the principle that not only will you succeed, but you will help others succeed. And in so doing, your income will be multiplied. And that is a kingdom biblical principle that when you invest in yourself and others, that will be multiplied. So the e-booklet that I want you to please go get it right now, download it. And there's a double win in it because not only are you going to get this e-booklet, it's going to walk you through scriptures, it's just going to make your it's going to share that story about my conversation with God, about what the enemy's been trying to do in this industry for far too long. And you know what? Ladies, it is time to rise up. rise up and say, no more will I listen to the enemy. God is here in this industry. He is on the move, and he wants his daughters to step up and step into the fullness of what he has for them and help other women do the same. And I'm inviting you also, if this speaks to you, and if you enjoy the Rise e-booklet, there's an opportunity for you to come join our Facebook group. It's free, but it is just a kingdom community. It's called Kingdom Dream Chasers, and it's an opportunity to truly get your life and your business aligned with kingdom values so that you can have joy and peace in your day, and you can be working smarter, not harder, learning to work with boundaries in your business, attracting others who want to do the same. So it is my honor to, as a kingdom business coach, to be here with you to share my journey. I know this was just a small part of it. I hope that you got some wonderful nuggets from this. And my prayer is that you will grab that e-booklet right now, click it, download it, be blessed by it, go share it with others, and come join us in community. And my hope is that I'll get to meet you and that you will check out some of our live events and I'll get to work with you and get to see you face to face. Until then, rise, daughter of the King. God is with you in your business.